YN, lying on a plush bed, her hands twitching slightly as her eyes flutter open. The room is unfamiliar, too perfect, too cold. She jerks upright, eyes darting around in confusion, panic rising in her chest. YN, softly, to herself, where am I? She throws the blanket off and climbs out of the bed. Her heels click softly against the marble floor. She rushes to the window. It's the city skyline. Definitely not home. Definitely not anywhere she knows. She turns toward the door, just as it slowly creaks open with a soft mechanical hum. Jungkook enters dressed in a crisp black shirt, sleeves rolled up, tattoos on full display, a cold glint in his eyes. The room seems to shift with his presence. Jungkook, how are you feeling, princess? Did you miss me? YN, why the fuck did you kidnap me? Jungkook, calmly, stepping inside and closing the door behind him. Kidnap? That's a little dramatic, don't you think? Pauses. I didn't kidnap you, princess. I just brought you back to where you belong. YN, eyes blazing, hands clenched. Shut up. I don't belong here, I don't belong to you. Not anymore. I belong to him, to Jin, the man I was about to marry. The love of my life. Jungkook. His smile falters, just for a second. There's a flicker of something deeper in his eyes. You don't mean that. YN, lie, but spitting her words. I mean it, Jungkook. He's not someone who just Vani. Before she can finish, Jungkook storms forward in 2 fast strides and grabs her jaw, firm but not hurting, his grip controlling, trembling with emotion. Jungkook. Voice low and soft. Listen, princess. I know you hate me right now, but deep down, that heart still beats for me. Pauses. And that's enough. That's more than enough for me to not let you go and marry another man. In pulls back sharply, disgusted and furious. She shoves his hand away. YN, voice cracking. Like I fucking care. Let me go. I want out of this place. Glaring at him. I don't want to stay with a person who abandons people for his own damn needs. She tries to move toward the door. Jungkook's face hardens. He grabs her wrist, not letting her pass. Jungkook. I know you hate me. Hate me all you want. Yell, scream, curse my name. But I'm not letting you go again. I let you go once. I lived in hell for 4 years. Never again. In's chest rises and falls with her sharp breaths. Her face is wet with tears she didn't even realize were falling. She scoffs bitterly. YN, you don't get to decide my life. Not anymore. Jungkook is about to respond, but there's a gentle knock, and a few maids enter quietly, holding trays of food. The room suddenly feels more awkward, more fragile. Jungkook backs away slightly. Jungkook. Calm now, voice gentler but firm. Eat and rest, princess. I'll be back in a while. I have some work to finish. He walks to the door, pauses, and looks over his shoulder, his gaze lingering on her, softening for a brief moment. Jungkook. Low, sincere. I love you. In turns her back to him, her voice sharp and laced with hurt. YN. I hate you. The door shuts quietly behind him. In stands still for a moment, fists clenched, breathing hard. The maids place the food gently and leave silently. Once alone, she lets her knees buckle. She sits on the edge of the bed, staring at the food, untouched. Her eyes well up again, but she refuses to cry out loud. Instead, she whispers to herself, barely audible. YN. Whispers, finally I was about to move on, now why did you come back? Rain gently taps against the windows. Jin sits on a leather armchair, a book in his hands and a warm cup of tea on the table beside him. The doorbell rings. He frowns, slightly confused, then gets up. Jin, at this hour. He opens the door and freezes. Jin. Jungkook. Jungkook stands there soaked and tense, his face pale but determined. Jungkook. I need to talk, please. Jin, though surprised, steps aside. Jungkook walks in, dripping water onto the wooden floor. He doesn't sit until Jin gestures toward the couch. Jin, what's going on? Is YN okay? Jungkook. That's what I came to talk about. Jin watches him closely, the concern on his face growing. Jin, what happened? Jungkook hesitates, breathing hard. Then he says, Jungkook, I was in a relationship with YN. 4 years ago. We were in love. Jin freezes, eyes narrowing slightly. The air grows heavy. Jin. What? Jungkook. She never told you, did she? Jin shakes his head slowly. No. She didn't. Jungkook. We dated during college. I was everything to her. And she was everything to me. But I left. I broke her. And I never told her why. Jin's voice turns colder, firmer. Jin. Why? Jungkook. My father, he threatened her safety. Her future. He said if I didn't walk away, he'd destroy her life. Voice cracks. So I did. I said horrible things. Told her she was boring, useless. I made her hate me so she'd be safe. Jin stands up, pacing slowly, processing every word. Then turns to face him. Jin, so the woman I was about to marry has been carrying the weight of that heartbreak all these years. Jungkook. Yes. And I only came back when I knew she was safe. But then I saw she was getting married to you. Jin. Softly, she never said a word. But she always hesitated to say yes to the marriage. Jungkook. She didn't want anyone to know. Especially you. She respects you. Deep down she still loves me. A long silence. Jin sits again, quieter now, eyes deep with thought. Jin. You know, I always wondered why she smiled with sadness. Why did her eyes never look back when I made her laugh? Jungkook looks at him, guilt thick in his throat. Jin. I liked her. A lot. Maybe even I could have loved her someday. But compared to what you two had, small, pained smile, what I felt was just admiration. An echo of something she already gave someone else. Jungkook. I never wanted to hurt you, Hung. Jin. I know. And I'm not angry. Just heartbroken for her. She didn't deserve any of this. If you want her back, Jungkook, don't force it. Don't claim her. Looks him dead in the eye. Let her choose. If she chooses you, then she's yours. If she chooses peace, then let her go. That's love too. Jungkook nods, slowly, eyes wet, heart heavy. Jungkook. Thank you, for understanding. Jin, thank me only if you fix what you broke, the right way. Jungkook's penthouse, master bedroom, night. The moonlight softly illuminates the modern room. YN lies curled up in bed, her breathing steady, eyes shut. Her face shows signs of exhaustion, of pain, and most of all heartbreak. She stirs when she feels warmth press against her back. A strong arm snakes around her waist. Her breath catches in her throat. Without hesitation, she jolts up and pushes him away, scrambling to the edge of the bed. YN. Angrily, voice sharp, don't touch me. Why are you here? Jungkook is sitting beside her on the bed, eyes calm but weary. The same face, the same eyes, but not the same man she once loved. Jungkook. Sincerely, where else do you expect me to be when you're here, baby? YN. Furious, don't call me that. Don't you dare pretend nothing happened. Jungkook. I'm not pretending. I know exactly what I did. YN. Then you also know you shouldn't kidnap me and take me here. Jungkook. I brought you back to where you were always meant to be. YN. You didn't bring me home, Jungkook. You stole me from it. From Jin. From a man who didn't abandon me. Jungkook's jaw clenches, but he remains seated. The silence grows heavier. You think I forgot everything. You left me. Not a goodbye, not a word. 4 years. 4 fucking years of silence. And now you show up like you're some tragic hero. Jungkook. You don't know everything. YN. Breaking, then tell me. Make me understand why you tore me apart. Jungkook. Quietly, I will once you stay quiet and listen to me. YN, what will you say that you left me because I didn't let you touch me? YN, maybe it was because I wouldn't sleep with you, huh? That's what it was, right? Jungkook stands. He's not angry, he's hurt, but he hides it well. Jungkook. Voice soft, pained, don't reduce what we had to something so shallow. It was never about that. YN. Voice rising, cracking, then what was it about? Why was I the one left to pick up the pieces? She wipes away a tear angrily, refusing to cry in front of him. YN. I hate you. I regret ever loving you. I would have given you everything, Jungkook. I trusted you. Jungkook. Staring at her, you still don't understand, but someday, you will. Hate me all you want, YN. I can live with that. But I'm not leaving. YN. Voice like a blade, you already left. That version of you, the one I loved, he's gone. Whoever you are now, I don't want you. Jungkook walks toward the door, his back to her. Jungkook. Quiet, strained, I'll give you space tonight. But I'm not giving up on us. He pauses, then adds without turning around. Jungkook. I love you. YN. Sharp whisper, I hate you. He exhales like the words punch the air out of him, but he doesn't turn back. He walks out and gently closes the door behind him. YN is left alone, shaking, eyes burning, a heart caught between love and betrayal. She knows deep down the heart still beats for him. Jungkook's penthouse breakfast, morning. Jungkook sits at the breakfast nook by the window, quietly stirring his coffee. A plate of untouched food sits in front of him. Footsteps. YN walks in, arms crossed, hair tied back neatly, dressed in a crisp black blouse and jeans. Her expression is blank, unreadable. She doesn't greet him, just walks straight to the chair opposite him and sits. Jungkook glances up. There's something tender in his eyes, but he hides it quickly. Jungkook. Gently, you slept okay? YN doesn't answer. She picks up a glass of water, takes a slow sip, and sets it down with a soft clink. YN. Quiet but sharp, you know what I was dreaming of. YN. Smirking, a wedding, flowers, music, my parents are smiling, and Jin waiting at the altar. She leans forward slightly, voice still calm but cutting, YN, and then it turned into a nightmare. You showed up. Again. Just like reality. Jungkook clenches his jaw slightly, eyes on her. Jungkook. YN, I didn't mean for it to be like that. YN. Interrupting, you didn't mean. You didn't mean to abduct me from my own damn wedding. She chuckles darkly, eyes burning. You didn't mean to shatter my life twice. Jungkook drops his spoon. The metal hits the plate with a dull clang. Jungkook. I know you're angry. You should be. But if you'd let me explain, YN, explain. You don't get to play the victim here. She stands now, pacing slowly, arms tightly crossed. YN. You made a choice years ago, Jungkook. You left me without a word. And now you're here, dragging me back like I'm some possession you suddenly remembered. Jungkook's voice is quiet but steady. Jungkook. Because you were never just someone to forget. YN. Then why did you disappear? Silence. He can't answer. He won't. She watches him, and something twists in her chest. But she won't let it show. YN. You know what hurts the most. You still don't trust me enough to tell me the truth. Jungkook lowers his gaze, shoulders tense. She sits again, cold and composed. YN. So sit here, pretend this is normal. But you'll never get back the girl who waited for you. She died a long time ago. Jungkook can't take it anymore. He stands, stiffly. He looks at her one last time, then quietly walks out of the room. As soon as he leaves, YN finally blinks hard. Her fingers grip the edge of the table. She whispers to herself. YN. Soft, bitter, you still don't talk, Jungkook. You still leave me alone with the mess. Jungkook's penthouse, living room, afternoon. Shopping bags fill the room. Lavish gifts spill from luxury brand boxes. A soft pink bracelet box lies open on the table. Jungkook waits with nervous anticipation as YN enters slowly, arms crossed, eyes scanning the mess of luxury with a scoff. YN. Stern, unimpressed, what is this? Jungkook. Small smile, just a few things I thought you'd like. I remembered you loved lilac tones and jasmine perfume. So I YN. Cutting him off, cold, so you decided to smother me in money. Is this how you fix things now? Jungkook. Quietly. It's not like that. I just wanted to make you smile. Even a little. YN. Snapping, you don't get to want that, Jungkook. Not after vanishing like a coward. She grabs a pair of heels from the pile, turns them in her hands with disgust. Do you think heels and designer bags erase what you did? That I'll magically forget how you left me crying every night for answers? Jungkook looks down, shame crawling over his features. YN. You don't know what it's like to look in the mirror and wonder what was wrong with me, why I wasn't enough. Jungkook. Soft, cracking, you were always enough. More than enough. YN. Cold laughter, don't say that now. You chose to leave, without a word, no calls, no explanation, just poof, gone. Do you even know what that kind of silence does to a person? He opens his mouth to respond, but she doesn't let him. YN. You killed every good memory I had of us. You turned me into someone I don't even recognize anymore. So no, Jungkook, you don't get to show up with gifts and act like you care. Jungkook. Pained, I never stopped caring. YN. Then you're worse than I thought. Jungkook flinches. She walks up to him, shoving the bracelet box into his chest. YN. Take this back. And while you're at it, take back every lie, every, I love you, every promise you broke without flinching. Her voice drops quiet, but sharp like glass. YN. I look at you and feel nothing but disgust. You're just a reminder of how naive I once was. I hate that I ever loved you. Jungkook's jaw tightens. He says nothing, just clenches his fist around the bracelet box. His eyes glisten, but no tears fall. YN walks away, heels echoing on the floor. She stops for a beat. Her voice is quiet, distant. YN. You can't buy back the girl you destroyed. She disappears into the hallway. Jungkook stands there, frozen. For a long moment, he stares at the floor, breathing shakily. Jungkook. To himself, voice breaking, maybe I really deserve this, every damn word. He sinks into the couch, burying his face in his hands, surrounded by all the things that couldn't bring her back. Luxury hotel, business gala night, grand hall. The hall buzzes with soft jazz, clinking glasses, and murmured conversations among high-profile business elites. Jungkook, dressed in a sleek black suit, enters with YN beside him in a striking black satin gown. She looks ethereal, cold, unreadable. Jungkook, whispering near her, Princess, you look beautiful tonight. YN, aloof, good. I hope maybe someone else with good heart will notice it. Jungkook swallows, forcing a smile. They begin mingling with others. In's eyes shift, she freezes as someone enters. It's Jin, charming and warm in a navy tux. He scans the room and smiles politely when he spots YN. Jin, Ms. Kong, Jungkook. He nods to both. In's expression softens for the first time. YN. Jin, you made it. She steps forward too close, hooking her arm through Jin's. Jungkook stiffens immediately, his jaw tightening. Jin. Surprised, ah. Yeah, I didn't expect to see you two here together. YN. Oh, we're not together. He's just my shadow for tonight. She laughs lightly, tugging Jin closer. Jungkook watches silently, the muscle in his jaw twitching. Jin glances awkwardly between them, clearly sensing the tension. Jin, quietly to YN, are you okay? YN, grinning, too bright, I'm perfect. Especially now that you're here. She leans up toward Jin, lips nearing his cheek then angling dangerously close to his lips. Jungkook's eyes darken, the air around him stills. Just before anything can happen, Jin gently puts a hand on her shoulder and takes a step back. Jin. Not unkindly, YN. Don't do this. But Jungkook doesn't see that part. All he sees is her lips that close to Jin's face. His hand trembles as he tightens his grip on the glass of whiskey. Crack. The glass shatters in his hand, shards biting into his palm. Blood trickles down, unnoticed by the people around him but not by YN. She freezes mid-laugh as she sees the red streaking down his hand and the storm in his eyes. Jungkook. Voice low, broken. YN, congratulations, you are free from me. He turns and walks away without another word, blood dripping onto the marble floor as he pushes through the crowd. YN takes a step forward but stops herself. Jin watches her, confused and a little hurt. Jin, why would you do that? YN stares at the trail Jungkook left behind, her voice barely a whisper. YN, because he hurt me first. Her words sound firm, but her eyes betray her, and suddenly, she doesn't feel like she's won anything. The party noise fades as Jin drags YN out onto the balcony, his grip firm but not cruel. The glass doors shut behind them, leaving only the city lights and a cold silence between them. Jin, what the hell was that inside? YN, pulling her arm free, let go of me, Jin. Jin, do you think this is a game, YN? Flirting with me, pretending to kiss me, hurting him like that. YN, shouts, he deserves to be hurt. Jin, why? Because he disappeared. Because he left you. YN, voice cracking, yes. He left without a word, Jin. He just walked out of my life, left me with nothing but silence and a broken heart. Jin, furious, you think I don't see what he's going through? You think it's easy for him to even look at you without shattering? God, YN, do you even know why he left? YN pauses, her breathing ragged. Her lips part, but no words come out. YN, softly, he never told me. Jin, that's because he didn't want to burden you. Jungkook was threatened. He was told if he didn't walk away from you, you'd be hurt. So he did the only thing he thought would protect you, he left. Do you know how much that tore him apart? In's eyes widen, her breath catching in her throat. YN, numbly, he never told me that. Jin, he couldn't. He thought keeping you safe meant you had to hate him. That it was the only way you'd move on without being dragged into his mess. He lost everything, YN. And when he was gone, he didn't party. He didn't run. He worked himself to the edge. Every deal, every sleepless night, every scar, that was him building a world where no one could ever threaten you again. YN turns away, eyes glistening with tears. Her legs falter slightly, but she steadies herself on the railing. YN whispers, all this time. I thought he just didn't want me anymore. Jin, softer now, he wanted you more than anything. But he wanted you to be safe even more. YN finally breaks, her tears slipping down her cheeks. Her hands tremble as they grip the railing. YN, teary, broken, and I've been so cruel to him. I tried to make him jealous. I tried to hurt him. And he just took it all. Jin, because to him, you were still worth bleeding for. Silence settles for a beat. YN covers her mouth with her hand, the weight of her mistakes crashing over her. Jin gently places a hand on her shoulder. Jin, you don't owe me anything, YN. But don't waste what you still have a chance to fix. He turns to go, his footsteps slow. In's voice soft, shaky, stops him. YN whispers, Jin. He pauses, back still to her. YN, turning around, eyes shimmering, please, don't go. Jin turns, brows furrowed. YN takes a few hesitant steps forward. YN, trembling, take me to him. Jin, still, unsure, are you sure? YN, nods, voice breaking, I was so blinded by anger, by pain. I didn't see what he was doing for me. I thought he gave up on me. But all this time, he was fighting for me in silence. I need to see him. I need to God, I just need to look in his eyes and tell him I'm sorry. Jin looks at her for a long moment. Her eyes are honest now, vulnerable, raw. He finally exhales and walks closer. Jin. Softly, he might be angry. He might not say much at first. YN. Sniffling, I don't care. Let him yell, let him hate me. I need him to know I didn't mean the things I said. That I still, she chokes back her words. Jin steps closer and gently holds out his hand. Jin. Then let's go. YN stares at his hand for a moment before placing hers in his. As they walk back into the hotel together, the sounds of the party seem distant now, irrelevant. Jin. Quietly, with a small smile, you're stronger than you think, YN. YN. Barely audible, I just hope I'm not too late. The large double doors creak open. YN steps into Jungkook's room. It's eerily silent except for the occasional crackle of broken glass under her heels. The room is a mess. Shattered vases, cracked photo frames, a whiskey bottle rolls lazily across the floor. The once pristine space now looks like a war zone of emotions. Jungkook sits on the edge of the bed, shirt untucked, eyes glassy with alcohol and pain. His hair is disheveled, knuckles bruised from punching something he won't remember tomorrow. A photograph of YN lies torn beside him. He lifts his head slowly and sees her. Jungkook. Smiling bitterly, hey, princess. You came. In's heart cracks at the sight of him. She takes a cautious step forward. YN, Jungkook. He raises a hand to silence her, laughing a dry, broken sound. Jungkook. Shaky, sarcastic, hush, don't ruin the moment. Today's special, you know. Today I realized, I really lost you. He looks down, gripping the edge of the bed as if trying to hold himself together. Jungkook. I thought, maybe even if I hurt you, you'd still have a corner of your heart left for me. Just a little space. Because we loved each other so much, didn't we? He looks up, eyes bloodshot, didn't we? In doesn't answer. Her throat tightens. Jungkook. But it's fine. I get it now. People move on. People forget. And me, I'll live this life with your memories. I'll decorate every corner of this empty house with the ghost of you. He stumbles to his feet, swaying. You go live happily with him. Jin's a good man. Better than me. He deserves you. His voice cracks, eyes glistening. He tries to keep his composure, but the pain is raw, unbearable. Jungkook. I don't blame you. I really don't. I'm just the guy who left, the guy who came back too late. Who ruined everything he ever touched. He steps closer to her, but stops. Looks down at his own hands like they're stained. I'm sorry, for everything. He turns away, back facing her now, shoulders trembling slightly. In stands frozen, silent tears running down her cheeks. Jungkook's voice trails off mid-sentence as he stumbles backward onto the bed, the alcohol and heartbreak finally pulling him under. He mumbles incoherently, trying to keep his eyes open, but they flutter shut. YN watches him, her chest tightening. Behind her, Jin enters quietly, having waited outside to give them space. He sees Jungkook collapsed, barely conscious. Jin, let's get him to the guest room. Together, Jin and YN lift Jungkook, steadying his arms around their shoulders. His head droops, eyes shut, completely unaware as they guide him down the hall. Guest room. Moments later. They carefully lay Jungkook on the bed. YN brushes the hair from his face while Jin straightens the sheets. Jin calls over his shoulder as a maid peeks in. Jin, please clean up the master bedroom. And bring some water and towels. The maid nods and disappears. Jin looks at YN. His voice is gentle, but his eyes are tired. Jin, I hope everything becomes normal now. In glances at him, nodding wordlessly. Jin smiles faintly, gives her shoulder a supportive squeeze, and walks out, quietly closing the door behind him. Jungkook is now lying shirtless under the covers, body relaxed, face calm in sleep. YN sits beside him, a damp cloth in hand. She gently wipes his face and chest, cleaning the sweat and tear stains from his skin. Her eyes never leave his face. She pulls the blanket up to his chest, tucking him in. Her fingers hesitate for a second before moving to brush over the bruises on his knuckles. Then, without thinking, she lies down beside him. Carefully, tenderly, her arm snakes around his waist, her face presses into his shoulder. She hugs him tightly, like she's scared he'll disappear again. YN whispers, choked, I love you so much. Her tears spill silently, soaking into the pillow beneath them. I tried to move on. I really did, but I couldn't. I did everything to hurt you, to punish you, because you hurt me first. She grips him tighter, her voice cracking with emotion. YN, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Jungkook. I love you so much. She buries her face in his chest, sobbing softly as he sleeps unbroken, but in her arms again. Guest room, early morning. The soft morning light seeps in through the curtains. Jungkook stirs in bed, groaning faintly as he blinks awake. He holds his head, a throbbing headache pounding behind his eyes. Jungkook, grimacing, what the hell happened last night? He slowly pushes himself up on his elbows, the sheets rustling beneath him. But then he freezes. Beside him, YN lies peacefully, her face soft in sleep, still curled into the space where she clung to him hours ago. Jungkook's eyes widen, his breath catches. Jungkook. Shocked whisper, no. What? He throws the sheets off, sits up fully, staring at her like she's a ghost. The previous night comes back in flashes, his drunken despair, the heartbreak. But then, a sharp image slices through his memory. YN leaning in toward Jin, her lips almost brushing his. Her hands on Jin's arm, her laughter. Jungkook's eyes fill with a flicker of pain and confusion. Jungkook. Did I force her to stay with me? To sleep beside me? He stands up, stumbling a little as he reaches for the robe on the nearby chair. He drags himself into the bathroom, eyes glassy. Water splashes. Jungkook stares at his reflection in the mirror, jaw clenched. His eyes are red-rimmed, tired, guilt-ridden. Jungkook. To his reflection, quietly, I must have crossed a line. I should have never let her stay. What the hell is wrong with me? He shuts off the tap and throws water on his face, breathing hard. Jungkook comes out, dressed and composed but still visibly shaken. He grabs his watch, phone, and wallet. His eyes flick once more to YN still asleep, unaware of the storm inside him. He hesitates, swallows hard. Jungkook. Sato, to himself, I'm sorry, I'll make it right, even if it means walking away. I love you so much. Without another glance, he turns and leaves the room quietly. Living room, 11 p.m. The front door opens. Jungkook walks in, clearly exhausted. His tie is loosened, his eyes heavy. But he stops the moment he sees YN. She's standing in front of the dining table. The food laid out perfectly. Her expression is unreadable. Jungkook. Surprised, you're still awake. YN. I was waiting for you. Beat Jungkook. Sighs, I need to talk to you. It's important. YN. Me too. They pause, neither wanting to speak first. Jungkook. You go first. YN. No, you go. Jungkook. Quietly, I've been thinking a lot lately. And I understand now. You've moved on. I've seen it. And maybe you were right too. I don't want to hurt you anymore. So, I think you should go where your happiness is. I won't stop you again. Silence. Then suddenly angry, eyes filling, are you serious? She storms toward him, fists clenched. She begins hitting his chest, sobbing through her words. YN. You always do this. You leave. You walk away the moment I try to come closer. You say you love me, then you push me away like I mean nothing. Jungkook doesn't move. He lets her cry, lets her hit him. Her voice cracks. YN. Why do you keep giving up on me? On us. She stops hitting him, her hands gripping his shirt, her tears falling onto his chest. He stands frozen, silent, like he doesn't believe he deserves to hold her. All I wanted was for you to fight for me. She pulls away, wiping her tears furiously, stepping back from him. Jungkook looks down, his jaw tight, expression unreadable. Jungkook. I thought I already lost you. YN. Voice trembling, did you really mean it? Jungkook. What? YN. Before she breaks, that night, before the breakup. You said you left me because I didn't let you cross any boundaries. That I kept my distance. Her voice cracks, did you really mean it? Jungkook's face twists in pain. He walks closer but keeps some distance, his voice soft, hoarse. Jungkook. No, shaking his head, no, princess. Never. That was never the reason. He falls to his knees in front of her, I used it as an excuse. A stupid, cruel excuse. I was scared, and I didn't know how to tell you the truth. So I said something unforgivable just to make you hate me. In looks down at him, tears now freely falling. In, you broke me with those words. Jungkook. Sobbing, I know. God, I know. I've lived with it every day since. I see your face in everything. In every song, in every corner of my house, in every damn second of silence. She moves her legs and sits properly, slowly placing her trembling hands on his. YN. Then why? Why hurt me like that? Why not trust me? Jungkook. Crying, eyes locked with hers because I thought I wasn't enough. That I wasn't strong enough to protect you. There were things, threats, people who wanted to ruin me. And I didn't want you caught in it. So I thought if you hated me, you'd be safe. YN. Sobbing, you should have told me, Jungkook. I would have stayed. I would have fought beside you. You weren't the only one in love. Jungkook. I'm so sorry, princess. For leaving you. For lying. For being a coward. I missed you every single second. I swear on my soul. YN. Softly, I hated you. I hated you so much, because I loved you too much. He pulls her into a hug tight, desperate, like he's afraid she'll disappear again. She wraps her arms around him just as tightly, both of them trembling. Jungkook. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Jungkook gently pulls back to look at her, brushing her tears away with his thumb. Jungkook. Please, let me make it right this time. YN. Tearfully smiling, only if you promise never to let me go again. Jungkook. Pulling her into his arms again, never. Not even in the next life. They look at each other, eyes tired, raw, overflowing with love and longing. The silence is loud, then suddenly in, voice barely above a whisper, I love you, Jungkook. And she leans in, crashing her lips onto his hungry, desperate, trembling. Jungkook gasps slightly, startled, but his arms wrap around her instantly, pulling her closer like he's starving for her touch. Her hands slide up into his hair, pulling him deeper into the kiss. She shifts into his lap, her lips trailing from his mouth down to his neck, kissing and breathing shakily. Jungkook. Breathless, pulling back just a little, no, princess, only after we get married. She stops, eyes wide, panting. YN. Teary, shaking her head, I don't fucking care. YN. I want you. I want to be completely yours. And I want you to be completely mine. Jungkook looks at her, his heart clearly torn, his hands trembling where they hold her waist. Then he exhales deeply, eyes glistening. Jungkook. I'm sorry, tears slipping out, I love you so damn much. And then he crashes his lips back onto hers, fierce, fiery, unrestrained. His hands roam her back, her waist, her arms, as they kiss like they're making up for all the time they lost. They fall back onto the couch, wrapped in each other, the world outside forgotten. Clothes slowly shift, hearts race, but what stays constant is the way their hands never stop holding, and their eyes never stop seeking each other. The camera fades slowly, leaving only the sound of soft kisses, whispered names, and two souls finally reuniting as one.